Taking a look at a story that we are following very closely here at News First. Construction work at the Colombo Port City, or commonly known as the Port City, is continuing unabated. Cabinet Media spokesperson Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne, speaking to News First today, stated that there is no issue with the environmental impact assessment carried out on the project. However, the Janata Vimukti Peramana has reiterated that it will take all possible steps to ensure the scrapping of the project, which became a major talking point in the run-up to the presidential poll. The Chinese company responsible for the construction of the project, in a News First exclusive, said that the construction is getting underway as planned.
Construction work on the development project, which is constructed artificially in the ocean area outside the city of Colombo, commenced on the 17th of September last year. An area no lesser than 575 acres stretching from the coast of the Colombo harbour on 233 hectares up to the Golf-Face Green is being constructed through land reclamation from the sea. 170 hectares of this area has been identified as that which could be developed, and out of this, 63 hectares has been excluded for public facilities such as waterways, pathways and parks. This also includes luxury hotels, housing schemes, shopping facilities, docks and cycling paths. The project, carried out by CHEC Port City Colombo Private Limited, is being facilitated at a cost of $1,337 million. Thereby, it has been agreed that the investor shall receive 108 hectares of this land. During the run-up to the recently held presidential election, members of the new government criticized the Port City project.
They are building an island known as the Port City, which will be fully owned by the Chinese. We know that in any country, when you give ownership of an island to the Chinese, they also take ownership of the sea area for 200 miles. That is maritime law. What are they trying to do? They are turning this into a colony.
Port City ඇතිකිරීම තුළින් අපේ 600 ගාන හොරකිරීම තුළින් මීගමු පැත්තේ සංචාරක රෙල්ල තීරය සම්පූර්ණ විනාශ වෙනවා. දැන් දකුණු පළාතේ ඒගොල්ල බෙන්තොට කලුතර අවුංගල්ල ඉක්කඩුව දිගටම වෙන්න නැති වෙනවා කියලා සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරයේ එදිනෙන කටේ බයෙන් ඉන්නවා. අපේ මෛත්‍රී ජනාධිපති උනායින් පස්සේ සර්ගේ ආණ්ඩුව තුලින් ඒ Port City ගොඩ ගැනීම නතර කරනවද නැත්නම් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරනවද?
නතර කරනවා.
Several days after assuming power on the 21st of January, the government established a committee with cabinet approval to review the project. The committee, chaired by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, also includes ministers Patali Champika Ranawaka, Rajitha Senaratne and Arjuna Ranatunga. Meanwhile, following a visit on the 5th of this month by Chinese Special Envoy and Deputy Foreign Minister Liu Jiangshao, the cabinet spokesperson adopted a different track regarding the Port City project.
The Prime Minister made a point and noted that there was no problem with the EIA, or Environment Impact Assessment, conducted into the reclamation of land from the sea. He said that we need to do this in a way that does not create a misunderstanding with the Chinese government.
Today, Minister Rajitha Senaratne had this to say on the matter.
Work on the Port City has not been stopped. We were waiting for the Environment Impact Assessment, and there are no issues with that. So we will continue to discuss the positives and negatives of this project with China and take the appropriate decision accordingly.
What is the status of the Port City project right now? I mean, we commenced the project in last September. Up to now, we completed nearly 10% of the whole project. 10%, nearly $100 million we already brought in this country last year. We are working as yo-yo. There's no any slowdown of the project.
There are very conflicting reports that regarding the future of this project. Has the Sri Lankan government communicated any of this through to the Chinese government or to this company at all?
No, I think our ambassador have already met the president and the prime minister after election. I think they already expressed concern with this project. Actually, now the major issues they are talking about is the environmental issues. Actually, ACRPA employed the Moratoire University, did the EIA long time ago. I don't find any reason why the current government want to stop the project, as I mentioned before. I mean, there's no any negative effect of the environment. And also this project definitely will change the nature of Sri Lanka. So there's no reason to stop this project. So this question, I think, doesn't exist. No, I mean, after completing the project, we will add 200 maybe 70 hectare new land for Sri Lanka, and we will create 83,000 permanent job opportunities for Sri Lankan, and we will attract further maybe 13 billion FDI for this country.
Planning is underway to construct this port city on an area of about 500 acres. The Moratoire University has prepared a report on it, but that is a project report for the reclamation of 300 acres. They cannot use a report for the reclamation of 300 acres to initiate a project that will reclaim 500 acres.
අපේ රටේ කුඹුරක් ගොඩ කරන්න නීතියක් තියෙනවා. පොඩි මඩ වගුරක් ගොඩ කරන්න නීතියක් තියෙනවා. තමුන්ලාසලට කඩ කෑල්ලක් හදාගන්න ඉඩමක් ගොඩ කරන්න ඕන වුණොත් නීතියක් තියෙනවා.
There is a law in our country to reclaim paddyland or to reclaim a tiny swamp. If you want to reclaim some land to build a shop, then there is a law which applies. However, there is no law governing the reclamation of the land from the sea. There needs to be an environmental assessment into the damage that will be caused. According to what we know, there is no environmental assessment. The agreement was sent to the Attorney General in one day. It was signed the next day. It was put to Cabinet and approved on the same day. The Port City project was initiated as per the wishes of Rajapaksa and the Rajapaksa cartel. It is an adverse project whether you consider it financially, environmentally or even in terms of international politics. When he was the opposition leader, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said in Parliament, and it was recorded in the Hansard, that he would stop the Port City project when he comes into power. That has not happened today, but that is a separate matter. Rajapaksa was following a destructive economic policy. We do not know if they will be able to stop the Port City project or not, but we give you the guarantee that as a party, we will take every step possible and exert as much pressure to stop this project. Well, as you can see behind me, construction on the Port City project is obviously still underway, amid conflicting reports that have emerged regarding the future of this project. Now, incidentally, this project marks China's biggest investment outside its territory. Amid mounting pressure from environmentalists and influence groups, will the current government forge ahead with the Port City project? Well, only time will tell. For the News First team, I'm Shahin Jurangpati.